What's up, anime fanatics? You know that feeling, right? You're watching your favorite series, totally hooked on the main protagonist's journey, but then, BAM! A side character steps onto the screen, drops a jaw-dropping power flex, steals every scene they're in, and leaves you thinking, wait a minute, their story is just as epic, if not more so. Forget the main plot for a second. We're talking about characters whose strength, lore, and sheer awesomeness could carry an entire 12, 24, or even 50-episode run. Get ready to nod your head in agreement. Maybe furiously type in the comments if you think we missed someone. And most importantly, get hyped for the spin-offs we should be watching. From swordsmen who defy death, to assassins who move like lightning, to the teachers who literally hold worlds together, we're breaking down exactly why these legends are too powerful and too interesting to remain just supporting cast. Let's talk about the real reason Zoro deserves the spotlight. His unrivaled strength. He's not just the first mate. He is a monster of human potential, arguably the most physically gifted character in the crew. Look at his feats of endurance. We all know the nothing happened scene. That wasn't just a cool moment. That was Zoro absorbing every single ounce of pain and damage that Luffy had taken. Pain that would have killed a dozen normal men, and standing there, dripping blood, with sheer will. No devil fruit, no cheap trick. Just guts, muscle, and a dedication that borders on madness. A series focused entirely on him could explore the mental and physical toll of earning that level of durability. And his offensive power? It's literally world-changing. Zoro isn't just swinging sharp swords. He is mastering the highest form of armament, haki, striving to create a black blade, kokuto. Think about that. A weapon infused with an unbreakable level of hanaki that permanently darkens the steel. This is a goal only Mihawk has achieved. A spin-off would give us an entire arc dedicated to this mastery. We could follow him, seeking out different teachers, training in harsh environments, and fighting opponents designed purely to challenge his mastery of Hadaki. This is the ultimate martial arts journey, a philosophical pursuit of power that deserves its own deep dive. Finally, his strength is so great that he's constantly facing opponents who are essentially Yonko-level commanders. He's the guy who stopped an oceanic sovereignty combined attack from two literal emperors, Kaido and Big Mom, if only for a moment. He's the natural successor to the title of the world's strongest swordsman. His story is no longer a side plot. It is a grand-scale epic about one man's climb to the peak of power. When you have a character with this kind of raw, uncompromising strength and the potential to become one of the strongest humans alive, you don't keep him in the passenger seat. You give him the wheel. You give him his own series. Alright, Naruto fans, let's talk about the original sensei, the genius prodigy, the legendary copy ninja, Kakashi Hatake. He might not be an Uchiha by blood, or a Jinchuriki, but his power, versatility, and sheer combat intelligence are so immense that he absolutely deserves his own series. Kakashi's core strength lies in his unparalleled versatility. Thanks to his Sharingan, he's copied over 1,000 jutsu, making him a walking encyclopedia of ninja techniques. He can instantly adapt to any situation, replicate almost any attack, and surprise opponents with a breadth of abilities no other shinobi can match. A spin-off could dive deep into the specific missions where he developed this legendary reputation. We could see him in different countries, learning new techniques, adapting to unique fighting styles, and using obscure jujutsu we never even knew he possessed. Imagine entire arcs dedicated to him mastering new elements or combining techniques in innovative ways before he even met Team 7. Even with a borrowed eye, Kakashi became one of the most proficient Sharingan users in history. He didn't just copy, he mastered it. And when he unlocked the Mangekyo Sharingan, things went to an entirely different level with Kamui. This spatial-time ninjutsu is one of the most broken abilities in the Naruto universe, allowing him to instantaneously warp targets to another dimension. A series focused on Kakashi could explore the untold stories of his Mangekyo. What secret missions did he undertake using Kamui before the Fourth Great Ninja War? What are the true limits and drawbacks of constantly overusing a non-Uchiha Mangekyo? Imagine intense, strategic battles where he has to outsmart opponents who are aware of Kamui but don't know its precise timing or range. His story isn't just about flashy attacks. It's about strategy, tactical planning, and making split-second decisions under immense pressure. A spin-off could delve into his time as an ANBU captain, leading Black Ops missions, or his journey to becoming Hokage. It would be a series rich in espionage, political intrigue, and high-stakes ninja warfare, all filtered through the eyes of Konoha's most versatile and cunning shinobi. His strength is not just his jujitsu, but his mind. Okay, Hunter x Hunter fans, let's talk about the absolute phenomenon that is Killua Zoldyck. He's not just a sidekick or a best friend. He's a prodigy whose sheer power, versatility, and dark potential are so compelling, they demand an entire series of their own. First up, his Zoldyck lineage. Killua was literally born and bred to be an assassin. From a young age, he was trained to withstand poisons, immense electricity, and incredible pain. He can tear out hearts with his bare hands, move with silent, undetectable steps using rhythm echo, and his raw physical prowess is off the charts even without Nen. A spin-off could dive deep into those formative years on Kukuru Mountain. We could see the missions he took, the brutal training he endured, and the psychological battles with his family members. Imagine a darker, more mature series exploring the morally ambiguous world of professional assassins, with Killua at its center, navigating his own twisted code. But then he develops Nen, and things go from terrifying prodigy to unstoppable force. As a transmuter, Killua's ability to transform his aura into electricity is not only incredibly cool, but strategically brilliant. His signature techniques, Lightning Palm and Thunderbolt, allow him to stun and paralyze opponents. And then we get to Godspeed. This isn't just a power-up, it's a game-changer. Using his own electricity to stimulate his nervous system, he gains reflexes and movement speed that are almost instantaneous. We've seen him effortlessly evade attacks from a Chimera Ant Royal Guard like Yuppie, a being with unimaginable power. His story could explore the moral tightrope he walks between his assassin instincts and his desire to protect his friends. His strength isn't just about destructive power, it's about control, precision, and the terrifying efficiency of a true-born killer who chooses not to kill. That nuanced struggle, combined with his electrifying combat, makes him a prime candidate for his own epic series. Look, we all love Attack on Titan, but let's talk about the character who consistently redefines what strong even means in this universe. We're talking about Captain Levi Ackerman, humanity's strongest soldier. And his power isn't just a plot device, it's a spectacle that demands its own 12-episode run. Levi's power can be summed up in one word: speed. He is not just fast, he is supersonic. The way he moves with the omnidirectional mobility gear is less like flying and more like teleportation. He moves too fast for trained soldiers like Mikasa to even track him. A spin-off would be a masterclass in aerial combat. Imagine an entire series where the choreography is focused on his unique spin slasher technique, where he holds his blades in the reverse grip, turning every encounter into a whirlwind of absolute devastation. We could have episodes that function like the ultimate action movies, showcasing his skill against a variety of human and Titan threats. And who is the only character who repeatedly and single-handedly outmaneuvers and nearly kills a Titan shifter? Levi. Not once, but multiple times. The Beast Titan, Zeke Yeager, a character who can hurl devastating projectiles at supersonic speeds, becomes a ragdoll the moment Levi gets serious. He doesn't rely on being a shifter. He relies on skill, strategy, and pure, concentrated power. He's the ultimate underdog with overwhelming strength. A dedicated series could follow him on special ops missions that the Survey Corps couldn't trust anyone else with. Missions where he has to take down smaller, organized groups of shifters or highly trained anti-personnel squads. Levi's strength is not just physical, it's a narrative force. It's what allowed humanity to fight back against godlike beings. And that level of unrelenting, cool, and beautifully animated combat deserves its own series, where he is the focus, the ultimate solution, the undisputed star. Now let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the honored one in the room. Satoru Gojo. This man isn't just strong, he operates on an entirely different plane of existence. His power is so immense, so visually stunning, and so utterly game-breaking, that a spin-off series focused entirely on him isn't just a wish, it's a necessity. Gojo's strength begins with his inherited techniques, Limitless and the Six Eyes. Together, these two abilities make him virtually invincible. Limitless allows him to manipulate space at an atomic level, essentially bringing the concept of infinity into reality. Attacks can't touch him because they never reach him. It's an automatic, constant defense that makes him untouchable. And the Six Eyes? That's his processing unit. It gives him hyper-perception, allowing him to see and understand cursed energy in intricate detail, and, crucially, to use Limitless without draining his brain. He can precisely control his cursed energy output, making his techniques incredibly efficient. A Gojo spin-off could explore the limits of these abilities. Are there scenarios where infinity can be truly bypassed? How did he master such complex techniques at a young age? Then there's his offensive power. The basic applications of Limitless Cursed Technique Lapse, Blue, Attraction, and Cursed Technique Reversal, Red, Repulsion, are formidable enough. But when he combines them, you get Hollow Purple. This attack erases existence, a fictional mass that obliterates anything in its path. It's a casual, devastating, landscape-altering attack that he wields like it's nothing. Imagine an entire series showcasing Gojo taking on special-grade curses and organizations that challenge this level of destructive power. What kind of ancient curses or forgotten jujutsu sorcerers existed that could even stand against Hollow Purple? This would be a chance to introduce truly terrifying threats that only Gojo, at his full power, could hope to defeat. A spin-off could explore the true potential of Unlimited Void. How does it affect different types of beings? Could there be unique scenarios where even this isn't an instant win, forcing Gojo to innovate? His strength isn't just impressive, it's so fundamental to the power scale of Jujutsu Kaisen that an entire series charting his rise, his battles, and his strategic use of these godlike abilities would be nothing short of legendary. He's not just a character, he's a phenomenon.